Welcome to Oracle Star Tarot. Today I'm going to do a reading that's a bit different than what I've done before. And it's based off a conversation I had with somebody in terms of changing who you are or shifting your personality, becoming a different person, and not in a way that alludes to some assumption that who you are right now isn't perfect, that you're not perfect just the way you are. It's more of how could you expand beyond the perceptions of who you are right now? How could you shift and interact with the world in a different way that will serve you better, that doesn't speak to some of the stories you don't want to hold anymore? So with that, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups embodies an energy of being kind, open, soft, nurturing, and at the same time sovereign. The Queen of Cups trusts her heart, listens to her intuition, and is receptive and magnetic. She doesn't chase, she attracts. You could be male or female watching this, but it's that energy of reception, soft yet strong. So what are some parts of you, some elements of your personality that could shift into that? What are areas in which you're chasing something possibly, or where you are in self-doubt or fear? And how can you shift into the aspect of your personality that trusts, that what is meant for you will not pass you by? The Star. Okay, talk about personality here. What I see in this card is a queen energy. If you're male, it's okay. Don't worry. You can still wear a bathrobe and wear your slippers around the house. You can still put a chandelier on your ceiling, maybe more of a male one. But anyway, what is my point here? The Star. You have star quality already. Some people say we are made of stars. How can you be part of the world and at the same time be the star of your own show? How can you honor the star quality in others and honor the star quality in yourself? How can you be a star in the most mundane of situations? And by mundane of situations, I'm meaning just anything. Going to the grocery store. And that could be shifting from somebody like, I'll say for myself, I put up a wall when I'm in the grocery store. Yet how could I'll use myself for example, be somebody who's in the grocery store having fun, maybe helping somebody pull something down from the shelf, smiling at people when I pass by, rather than having tunnel vision, right? Like, how can you be a star at work while also honoring the star quality of others? Not working on outshining anybody, just shining. What are your top 10 favorite things about yourself? And what are 3 things that you've always wanted to be? List them, write them down. Are you strong, capable, funny, intelligent, creative? Do you want to be more confident? Do you want to be more loving, more open-hearted? Just examples here. How can you really honor God by really embracing and embodying and living to the full extent of your possibility? And how can you do that with the utmost authenticity, with a sense of knowing who you are, what you deserve, what you're capable of, and who you want to be? The Emperor. Wow. Okay, so here's male energy. So we have masculine and feminine in this reading. The Emperor is solid, standing tall. Is this the Empire State Building? This is the New York City Tarot. I'll show you actually a picture really quick. The Emperor in the traditional tarot is a strategist. He's a chess player. He's stoic. He's unfaltering, very calm, and has a sense of knowing. Lets the world revolve around. Lets the world revolve around him. At the same time, that's not exactly what I meant. Lets people be who they are. The cars are going by here, right? People are walking around. They're doing their thing. They're doing their thing in a way that they do it. Some people move slowly. Some people move quickly. Some people, maybe in the city here, just using an example, are shopping. Some are going to the gym. Some are going home. Some are relaxing, watching TV. Some are in a hurry. Some are taking their time. Some people are grieving. Some people are walking down the street in love. The Emperor sits in his own space with a sense of allowance, with a sense of sovereignty, like the star and the queen. The emperor knows who he is, knows where he's been and where he's going. Also, a point of observation. This building has lots of sight, 360 view of everything. The Empire State Building is a tourist attraction. The star, that looks like a tourist attraction too, that whale. What came to me, how are you the tourist attraction? It just is making me giggle, these metaphors coming up. And the magician. What? This is really cool. I love this. The magician creates. The magician is able to make things happen. So you can observe, nurture yourself, listen to your intuition, allow, attract, and at the same time, you can make things happen without force. In this picture, this person's just holding their coffee, they're waving. Here comes the taxi. It's easy. They're interacting, they're taking action. And with this sense of knowing, things just come to you and you can act from a space of being centered. How can you move into a space where you know what's available for you? You can't always see it, yet you allow it to come. And when the time comes, you get in the taxi. Who's driving? God. You can request. Now I'm thinking of God, your angels as a driver here, and you can request where you want to go. The angels may take you in a different route that they know is a little bit better for your highest good. You can say, okay, I trust you. I'm going to allow you to drive. And your angels may say, actually, we're going to stop here. Or, yeah, you want to go to this destination. However, I'm going to show you something you never even knew existed, like this whale hanging from the ceiling here, right? Like you might know the Empire State Building exists, but you might not know about this other attraction here. A lot of attraction energy. You're attractive. How can you be more attracted to a higher state of existence? And how can you allow yourself to attract higher energies, higher experiences, higher love? I just heard that song. It's been in my head, Bring Me a Higher Love. Let's see what comes up in the next deck. Let's do face down 4 and then we'll go through. Not a lot of room for the, that's okay. That is just a-okay. The Empress. You had the Emperor earlier and now you have the Empress. Embodies the full state of attraction and allowance and growth all at the same time. In the traditional tarot, the Empress is pregnant. She's not forcing, she's nurturing herself, she's nurturing her unborn baby, and that is a metaphor. You may know what you want and what seeds you have planted, but you may not know exactly what everything's going to look like. Like the Empress might not know the personality of her child. She knows it's there. She knows she'll find out. She makes a decision to nurture her child in the best possible way, and to also accept and love her child as her child is. Such is life. You don't know exactly how things are going to look, what's going to show up, what's going to be available. However, you know how you're going to interact with it. How can you nurture yourself and those parts of you that are asking to be nurtured, just like a child? And in what ways will that help you grow and develop from this point forward in a good way? The Chariot. There are so many major arcana in this reading. The Chariot also embodies having a sense of confidence. And this is like when you get in the taxi, you're there. You're not pushing, allowing, struggling. You're being guided. With the Chariot, you allow your light and shadow aspects to be present, and you honor both elements without forcing, without pushing one away or pushing the other away, without having them battle. It's like you give them equal weight and let them carry you. So rather than fighting, for example, fear, which is the shadow element, instead of fighting it, You allow love in, you love your fear, you thank it for wanting to protect you, and you ask it to allow the love to carry equal weight rather than fighting it or trying to force replacing fear with love. So when you accept those darker parts of your personality, they calm down actually. When you say something like, let's see, what's a darker part of a personality? Jealousy. When you say, hey, yeah, there's this part of me that becomes jealous. That's just a part of me. I'm going to allow that. And there's another part of me that's trusting and that knows there's enough for everybody, that knows what is meant for me will not pass me by, that there's that part of me that is grateful for everything I have, that is grateful for everything about other people. Then you allow space for both. You let those carry you and you feel balanced, just aware, accepting rather than fighting between black and white, between this or that. Two things can exist at the same time. Then you have Prince of Swords and the Fool. The Fool is transparent, open, clear. Everything's brand new. The Prince of Swords has this idea but doesn't know exactly how it's going to turn out. And it's interesting, they're like facing towards each other. So what does that mean for you? How many elements of your personality can change and shift just with a sense of openness and trust and willingness? Allowing, embracing, and moving in a natural way. Let's go to the third deck. We'll pull 3 animal apothecaries here to tie up your reading. The Illusion. It's interesting that shark. What does this mean? I think about the fact that whales and sharks are in the bottom of the ocean and they swim. And in these pictures, they're in the sky. What does that mean? The illusion of reality and how it's supposed to be, how we believe it to be, how we observe it to be, and possibility. Interesting. The shark also represents fear, and there's the mind, there's the ego. The illusions. What parts of your life are an illusion? What elements of your personality are actually an illusion? What parts of shadow can you embrace but also see as an illusion? Okay, I'm full of fear. The fear is an illusion. The jealousy is an illusion. The anger. I'm thinking of the shadow aspects. How are they possibly illusions? Many of them. Almost there. What that tells me is there's a big transformation, a big shift happening in you right now. You're getting to the point where you are different. You're different today than you were yesterday. You'll be different tomorrow than you were today. But you're almost there. So you're almost somewhere where you can see things for what they are. That's interesting too. It's like you're rising up past the illusion, past the fear. Whoa, okay, that wanted to come out. Self-worth, love, value, and respect. How can you be somebody that knows you're worthy, that loves all the elements of yourself and of others? I always feel like people are a mirror, and I remind myself, if I have anger or hatred towards others, that's because I'm not embracing self-love. I'm focusing outward rather than nurturing that part of myself that's angry, or, you know, it's like, why am I angry at this person, or why are they triggering me? Anyway, so knowing others are worthy as well. Others deserve love as well. They're light and shadow aspects. Self and self-respect. Practice for today. Throughout the day, when you're acting, interacting, reacting, being an actress or an actor, a star, how can you do it with self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect, and at the same time having that for others? What kind of questions can you ask? Okay, how can I respond to this person by valuing them and respecting them, even if it's difficult? How can you hold value for somebody else and value for yourself at the same time? It doesn't have to be a choice of whether you value somebody else or value yourself. It can be both. How can you be creative in that way? And as you're doing this, you can watch how that reflects back onto you. I'm showing this respect and I'm receiving this respect back. I'm showing love and I'm receiving love back. Second homework for the day is to write 3 things down that you want to develop within your personality, or 3 personality types you want to embody. Work on this and work on embodying those elements, and then come back at the end of the day and write down what you saw and experienced. Something surprising, something new, even something frustrating. Honor all of it. That'll help integrate these new elements into your life, into your mind, heart, body, soul. It's a practice. And then the more you practice it, the more it becomes real and natural. Even if you want to pick one thing, I'm going to be more loving today. It's what I want to work on. I'm going to be more loving to myself and others. And I'm going to come home and write down how that worked out. So yeah, pick 1, pick 3, however you want to do it. You're the queen, you're the star, you're the king, you're the emperor, you're the empress. You can overcome illusion and you're almost there. You're worthy, you deserve love, respect, you have so much value. And I'm wishing you love and light and blessings today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.